Hi guys, welcome back to the Drive Life channel. In today's video, smart car is fixed. I've replaced the water pump on it and it was an absolute nightmare to do, but actually I would probably do it again if I had to. It was mainly caused by bolts seizing and everything like that. But as you can see this morning, it's absolutely freezing. And so I thought, first frost, we've got to go out in the smart car, we'll get it defrosted and everything. And I'll take it for a drive since we've had it remapped, show you guys everything that you sort of want to know about it. I'll answer questions about remapping, etc. So let's see how it goes. You'll hopefully notice how much quieter it is when we start it. Now, when we first got this car, it used to not start in the cold because it had a crap battery. So I replaced the battery in it, and hopefully we should no problem. There we go. And notice how much quieter that is. Yeah, it feels like a new car. It hasn't been this quiet since you've owned it, which is quite nice. So don't mind that. It goes away. It goes away. I need to adjust the tension on the belt. I've replaced the belt. It's going to wake everyone up. And it's not going away yet, is it? There we go.
You need to rev it a bit and then it goes away. Rev it a bit and it'll go away.
It's not going away. Ah, there we go.
There you go.
I told you. So, yeah, I just need to adjust the tension on the belt. But other than that, it runs fantastically. And once it's been started and it's warm, it doesn't do that again. So I think what happened is I set the tension on the belt, and the belt stretched a little because it was a brand new belt. So I just need to adjust it. It's not that difficult to do, but you have to take the wheel off, take the wheel outside and out, and just adjust it that way. So on a day like today, I don't really fancy doing that. But let's get this defrosted and get out on the road. So it's my legs too big. It's -2 this morning in lovely Herefordshire, so very chilly indeed. So luckily we bought the Passion. So we've got heated seats, so we'll put those on, and they're fantastic heated seats. I don't know if you heard the revs drop there as we put those on. We'll get the heating going. It does heat up very quickly, this car, because it's a little engine. The engine's actually in the car as well, so you get quite a bit of warmth quite quickly. We don't have a rear heated screen. I'm not sure if we have heated mirrors. This car hasn't been running long enough since we've owned it for me to actually drive it in the winter, so it's quite an exciting day. Okay, so here we are, out on the open road. It's a beautiful morning here. And yeah, the smart car is lovely and serene. It's so much quieter, so much smoother with that water pump fixed. I think it had been an issue since we bought it, to be honest. And obviously it just got worse and worse. So it's, yeah, but it's nice to have it back because DL's been using it over the week for going to her clients for her business, and it's handled it all brilliantly. You haven't really broke down to anything of it?
No.
Good.
I wasn't going to reverse up a 15% gradient, but
yes, yeah, to get out 10 man, your car couldn't reverse up.
well, it probably could, but I don't know, I just wasn't going to do it. I was going to try it in the dark.
The lucky thing is, because this car's so small, you have the space in the road.
And probably no other county will understand that. I don't know, but like in this county, it's quite a running joke, isn't it?
Yeah.
We
don't
literally
drive on the road, you drive in the road. So.
No, you drive on what's left of the road, but everywhere else you drive on the left of the road.
Yeah.
We just drive wherever there's actually tarmac
so,
left.
Not ideal road conditions for the smart car, but it's okay. And actually, my buttocks are lovely and warm. I don't know about you.
Yeah, it's nice, isn't it?
Excellent. So we've got 2 blobs on the temperature now. The car's getting up to temperature nicely. But the biggest thing about this remap is that the car is so much more drivable.
What was the questions about the remap? I didn't hear those.
Why I had it remapped.
Why?
But are there any concerns about it? So let's address those on my one. So the reason we had it remapped is because it was only £120, and I thought it would be funny.
And you were on your own, so I didn't have control.
You didn't have any control over it. So I just got it done. But actually, it has absolutely transformed the car. I won't go too fast, so I won't be able to hear me. So driving back from Birmingham, it was instantly obvious that 6th gear on this now has a purpose. Whereas before it was just totally pointless. Now it's good. We're in 5th gear at 45 miles an hour, and it just pulls along nicely, 50 miles an hour, 55 miles an hour.
Whereas before it wouldn't pull in 5th really, would it? You'd have to go down to get it to go anywhere really.
And one of my concerns was these engines do require a rebuild around sort of 80,000-90,000 miles quite commonly, and if you can keep the revs down and you're not revving nuts off it as much, I think that will.
Is that a technical term?
Yeah, absolutely. So,
which is why I didn't reverse up the hill.
Which is why you didn't reverse up the hill, yeah.
The long hill, not just a bit of a hill.
We understand that this car is fragile, so giving it a bit more low-end torque means you don't have to rev it as much. And you can tell that the car's happier. So it's gone from 64 horsepower to about 90 horsepower, so nearly a 50% increase in horsepower, which if you said that on any other car, people would laugh at you.
But it has just made it feel more like a go-kart, I think.
Yeah,
it doesn't actually feel like a car anymore.
It's hilarious, isn't it?
It feels like you shouldn't be driving it.
Yeah, I mean, it does. It always feels like it's going to do a wheelie when you set off. But that's if you really rev it. Whereas, in terms of everyday drivability, this Remap has absolutely transformed this car, I'd say. So reliability-wise, granted, it will put more pressure on the engine if you are driving at 10 tenths all the time. If you're revving the nuts off it, because there's more force going through the gearbox, etc., then yes, there will be. It could impact reliability. But don't forget the Brabus ran 84 horsepower, or 75 or something. It ran more power, and that's actually more reliable than the standard 700. Oh Jesus! The standard 700cc. So it's I'm not too concerned in terms of the way we use this car. In terms of the fact that we drive on these sort of country roads quite often, this car could feel quite underpowered before. Now it fits in. It can do overtakes.
We did a triple overtake yesterday.
We did a triple overtake. It was a tractor, to be honest.
No, I had 2 cars.
Doing 22 miles an hour up a hill.
Yeah, but up a hill, I wouldn't have even attempted it before.
2 or 3 old people who just didn't want to. Oh, this bit gets icy because I actually have been to a crash here. But yeah, no, it's so much better, and it's really good fun for driving on roads like this now. You can sort of chuck it through bends. Obviously, I won't now because of the ice. You can see we've got black ice on the road up here, which would not be fun in this because the wheelbase is about as big as a Hot Wheels car. You're just going to spin it around, and you haven't got much crumple zones in this thing. So a crash is best avoided if you can.
It was much better after we pumped the tyres out, wasn't it?
Yes, the tyres have got a little bit low because the temperature had dropped. So you can see here, this is slippery here. Just take it easy through here. Yeah, it was here the crash was, where Dacia Sandero rolled over 3 times in the middle of the road.
Oh, wonderful.
But yeah, it's just brilliant. And because it's so small in the lane, you can really get some good racing lines.
You do sound ridiculous now.
Racing lines that are just keeping up with traffic, but it's really good, fun car to drive. Would I recommend getting a Remap?
Yes, I would.
Yeah, I would as well.
I would. I think even if it means you have to rebuild the engine sooner, it's not expensive to do, and
£600, isn't it, for a rebuild?
And it it makes the driving experience a lot more manageable and a lot better.
Yeah.
And also, we
I
don't
wouldn't bother if you drive it in the city.
No, but we don't do that, do we? And we don't drive it in automatic mode either.
No.
That's the other thing. So we don't let it rev to the point where it needs to change gear. We decide it. We decided that.
But on the other side of that, we also don't labour the engine, so we don't change up too soon where the cars jump.
No, but it's just about managing it for it, so it has a longer life, isn't it? Really?
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, but even at these little speeds,
you can't even hear the engine now when it stops, can you at all?
All we can hear is the interior fan.
Any other questions about the smart car?
No, what we'll do is when we come out of this village, we'll...
Babe, why are we going this way?
This is the way to where you work.
Oh yeah, it is. Oh, sorry, I thought we were in a different village to the... I thought we were... Look, I won't say that, actually.
Wow. It's quite early in the morning, isn't it?
Yeah, no, it's not.
It's nearly 10 o'clock.
I've got no excuses.
But yeah, it's just so much more pleasant. Potholes, obviously, as we've seen a couple of times in this video, are quite a shock. You do feel like you snap the suspension. I'm just leaving a gap so I can show you what this car is now capable of. And it makes little turbo noises as well.
Careful, let's get on our side of the road, shall we?
You forget how narrow this car is. I still had a foot to the centre line on my side. But overall, I think this car's been a good buy.
You would, because you decided on it. So.
Okay, ready, so...
Yeah, what's the
National
corner?
speed limit. There's third. 40. 50. Little turbo noise there. We'll hold fourth now for around this bend to get the speed right so we don't crash. Power through. 60 miles an hour there. We're up to cruising speeds. But we just had tremendous fun. That's the thing. Every drive is
and these
fun.
things, like when you when you do your BMWs or your Volvos or whatever, you put your foot down, and then like it only lasts like 4 or 5 seconds, and then that's it. You can't go much faster. So whereas with this, at least you get a bit more time to go through
it's usable performance, isn't it? They always say the best cars are the ones that you can not go to prison for driving how you want to drive them. So here's second.
There's lots of ice also.
That's mud, that is.
Covered in ice, yeah. That
turbo. It's 50 miles an hour. There we go, just up into 5th, 6th. We're chilled. And actually we're catching this car in front.
The only negative I'd say about the smart car...
Only?
No, about the driving experience of the smart car.
Yeah.
Is that people will try and always overtake you or pull out in front of you.
They take offence to it.
They always see it as a bit of a...
It,
No. And I get that, I really get that, but it's not like we drive at 30 everywhere, like... I don't know, like you just got to be a bit careful because people do things that they wouldn't normally do if they see it coming towards them.
I think it's because it's
I don't know if it's because they can't judge the distance. Yeah, I don't know what it is. But I have found that quite regularly to be an issue.
Yeah, definitely. But on a morning like this...
What else would we rather be doing? What
I
else?
don't think there's many other cars that you can have this much fun when it's... Let's try and get the temperature. 1 degree outside and we're doing 40 miles an hour.
I mean, we could have the roof down in this weather, I reckon, if we had
the roof doesn't work.
No, it doesn't work, but I mean...
And it also makes quite a lot of wind noise. Now that we're able to get up to 60, 70 miles an hour on the motorway, it's quite noisy.
Yeah, it is.
It's quite noisy with the roof. I imagine with the glass roof.
I mean, you wouldn't... We don't have a motorway in this county, really. Only right at the edge. So we don't do much. We don't do much motorway driving, do we? At all. I wouldn't take this on a long
Speak
journey.
for yourself.
No, I mean in this car.
Yeah, in this car, no. Our nearest motorway is an hour, because
At least.
And we've got a tiny fuel tank.
You probably would only just make it to the motorway, and then it would be like really expensive.
You have to fill it up.
Yeah, you would. Oh, we looked at doing that, didn't we? We looked at talking about taking the LPG system out and making the petrol tank bigger.
Again, it's a consideration. You quite like the LPG system, don't you?
I do, but only if it works. I don't really want to leave it in there if it's just causing obstruction. But
yeah, it's a lovely dog. So we're at 4th now, and again it pulls nicely, 40 miles an hour. Into 5th, 50 miles an hour, into 6th. And I find I catch up to cars because it's got so much room in the lane. You can carry much more speed through corners, and you just end up catching people up. It's brilliant. Fuel economy wise as well, we're getting better fuel economy since the remap, because I think because you don't have to rev it as much, you don't have to use as much throttle, the power's just there. Bit of understeer there on the mast, that's always fun. And this is all legal, what we're doing here. And it feels like you're about to die any minute. It's fantastic. Okay then, so yeah, that is the update on the smart car. As you can see, it's doing very well now. How long for? I don't know, but you know, me and Mrs. DL were looking at getting rid of this thing once it was fixed, but actually it's stolen our hearts again. So it's, yeah, I think it'll probably stay for a bit. It's just funny, isn't it? It's just a silly little thing. We're going to tidy up the bodywork, I think. Mrs. DL's got plans to rub these wings back where the previous owner... I don't know how you managed to cause this sort of damage on a tiny car, but yeah, it's going to be... It's going to be staying, I think, especially now with this remap and everything. It's just good fun. It's a car that you take out and you smile when you're driving it. In terms of servicing items, everything's done on it, really. You just need to adjust the tensioners on the belt so it stops squealing, and then that's good to go as well. And as a car for this sort of weather, this sort of day, it just works. In a lovely town of Hay-on-Wye, and it's just... Yeah, it fits in brilliantly, just pootling around the towns, but can now also hack sort of your standard country road, and because it's so small and so easy to park and nip into places, you find parking spaces where no one else can. You're always guaranteed a space somewhere, parallel parking, any sort of thing like that, because you can park in nose in as well. It's just a brilliant little thing. So yeah, this car's probably going to start. I know we get quite a cult following on this car on the channel, so you guys will be glad that it's back. And yeah, we'll see you in the next video. Cheers.